Hello and welcome back to Emerge, your 30-day yoga journey with Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu and we're here with day 16. So today we are cultivating clarity within ourselves, within our beings, within our hearts, within our minds. So as we move through this flow today, just allow yourself to contemplate that idea of creating more clarity, clearing the rubble out of your system so that you can be more truly in alignment with yourself. So I invite you to come on down to the ground. We're going to start with Kapalabhati breath. So we're going to create some energy within the body to help clear the system out. I've got a little blanket to lift my sits bones up so that my thighs can drop nice and heavy and I can find that length through the back of my spine. So we'll inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. You know what to do. Tag some weight in the elbows. Tuck the chin just slightly. And let's take a couple deep breaths first. So with Kapalabhati, the aim here is for you to breathe with your diaphragm, with your lower gut. We're not breathing with the upper chest. So the breath really comes from the core muscles. So when you inhale, you're allowing the belly to open and it's passive. When you exhale, you're using your core muscles to push the air out. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, a passive. Exhale, forceful. So there's a relaxing that happens on the inhale, and there's this contraction that happens on the exhale. Now, traditionally, this breath is done with the mouth closed and breathing through the nose, but I find that I need to have like a box of tissue paper beside me if I'm going to do that, because just the snot goes flying. So do what works best for you. Try to keep your eyes closed or your gaze softened and at a point out in front of you. And just see how it goes. Just play around with it with the intention of creating clarity in heart and mind. So let's take a deep breath in together. Really fill the belly with air. And on an exhale, practice that contraction with the belly. Let's try that again. Inhale, let it out. And on the exhale, contract. One more time. Inhale, let that belly flow. Let it open. Exhale, contract it in. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll begin. Inhale in and begin. See if you can keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep it going. Couple more beats. Beautiful. Inhale in, nice big full breath. Exhale, sigh it out. Let it go. Close the eyes if you haven't already. Tuck the chin into the chest. Feel where the body's at now. Now, if that didn't work for you, if it caused you stress, if it felt too overwhelming, that's okay. I hope you just allowed yourself to take some nice deep breaths, focusing on creating clarity in heart and mind. Now you can flutter the eyelashes open, We're going to take a seated cat-cow. So on an inhale, reach the chin forward, pull back on the knees with the hands, flex through the back, arch the back, reach the chin up towards the heavens, and on an exhale, begin to round through the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, round the shoulders forward, lean back. Inhale, reach the chin forward, up and back, maybe pulling back on the knees, arching through your back body, and exhale, rounding through. Roll those shoulders forward. Inhale, bring it forward. And exhale, round it through. One more time. Inhale, bring it forward. Maybe you smile, life is good. And exhale, round it through. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine, and we'll take it forward onto all fours. If you brought a blanket along with you, you'll move it out of the way. You'll find your tabletop position, bringing the big toes to touch. We're opening the knees as wide as the yoga mat, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders. We'll lean into the right palm, and on our next inhale, we'll sweep those left fingertips up towards the heavens, open the chest. Maybe you look up towards those left fingertips, and on an exhale, we thread the needle, bringing the left arm underneath the right, left ear to the mat, sits bones shine up towards the heavens. We push into that right palm to find the twist in the upper back body. Maybe you scratch your nose. And we breathe nice and deep. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll sweep those left fingertips back up towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, we'll float the left fingertips down. Adjust yourself again on your mat. We'll lean into those left fingertips this time. And on an inhale, we'll reach the right fingertips way, way, way up, pulling back with that right shoulder. We open the heart, open the chest. And on an exhale, we thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath the left. We bring the right ear to the mat. Sits bones shine up towards the heavens. Maybe you move that left hand away from the face. Push up out of the mat. Find that juicy twist in the mid and upper back. Maybe you sigh it out on your exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll push into that left hand. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, we'll float the right fingertips down. Walk the palms forward just past the shoulders. Walk the knees under the hips. Curl the toes under. And we'll send those hips up high and back, finding our first downward dog of the practice. So while you're here, let's stretch through the backs of the legs, bending one knee and then the other, seeing if you can really ground down through the heels, whether or not they reach the mat. Lengthen through the side body, press into the knuckles, melt the heart towards the thighs. Reach those sits bones up towards the heavens. Maybe you tick-tock the hips side to side a little bit. Let's take another deep breath in together. And on the exhale, see if you can loosen through the neck. Allow the heart to melt just a little bit more. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees generously, bring the belly to the tops of the thighs. Then we reach the sits bones up towards the heavens, roll through the spine, come forward into a plank. Inhale, lift the sits bones back up towards the ceiling. And we exhale to melt the heels towards the floor. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the sits bones, roll through the spine, come all the way through into a plank. Nice, slow, mindful movement here, gazes straight down. Inhale, reach those sits bones up towards the heavens, and exhale, float the heels down toward the mat. Last time, bend the knees, send the sits bones up. Roll through the spine. Come all the way forward. Exaggerate this movement coming into your plank. Beautiful. Hold here. Spreading those fingertips nice and wide. Doming through the upper back body. Reaching the crown forward. Tailbone back. Lifting from the inner thighs. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Slide the palms in line with the rib cage. Inhale, rise up for baby cobra. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Perhaps you lift the palms. Exhale, allow the forehead to come back down. 2 more just like that. Inhale, rise up. Press into the pubic bone. Lift the palms. Exhale, let it go and surrender. Inhale, rise up. Lift the palms. Exhale, bow it back down. Slide the palms underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, push up to all fours or to a plank, and then make your way back to a downward facing dog. Deep breath in here, and a long breath out. Bend the knees generously, belly comes to the tops of the thighs. We inhale to look forward, and we exhale to make our way to the top of the mat. I'm going to take baby steps. You can do so also, or you can hop, float, skip, jump. Find your way to the top of the mat, feet hip-width distance apart, and relax into your forward fold. Maybe you bend the knees generously, drape the belly over the thighs, clasp opposite elbows, rock side to side. Maybe you walk the fingertips from one side of the mat to the other. Breathing nice and deep. Finding a nice loose neck. Just being more and more present for yourself. On your next exhale, release the fingertips to the mat. Then we'll bend the knees generously, drop the hips, and on an inhale, we'll slowly roll it up to mountain. Rising all the way up, rolling up through the staircase of the spine. When we arrive, maybe we adjust our shirt or our pants. Then we allow the palms to shine forward, roll the shoulders away from the ears, tuck the pelvis, just bringing our center underneath us and reaching through the crown. Feel that connection with your feet to the mat. Feel that nice long line of energy all the way up and down the spine. See if you can create more and more clarity there by using the breath. Allowing the breath to move energy out through the crown. Deep breath in. On the exhale, relax those shoulders. Maybe you tick-tock the ears from side to side. Beautiful. Then we'll find our soft knees and we'll inhale to reach. Reach those fingertips way, way up. And on an exhale, bring the palms together, slice it all the way down the midline, come to your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, sliding the palms to the tops of the thighs, hugging the elbows into the side body, reaching the crown forward, the tailbone back, hugging the navel to the spine. Soft bend in the knees. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Send the fingertips wide. Drop the hips in order to rise on up, really pushing through the feet as you reach up towards the heavens. Maybe you find a bit of a back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. Twice more, just like that. Soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Perhaps you slide the palms to the shins this time. Reaching the crown forward, tip back. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Send those fingertips wide to come up. Really reach, reach, reach. Push up out of the earth with the feet. Maybe a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Maybe fingertips stay on the mat this time. Find length through the back of the neck. And exhale to bow. Root to rise. Send those fingertips wide to come up. Really push up out of the earth. Reach, reach, reach. Find your back bend if it feels right. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Ground down through the feet. Find some soft knees. Really find your connection here to yourself. We inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift of your choice, just finding length in the spine. And exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We're stepping the left toes back, just the left toes. We're making sure the feet are hip width distance apart, so there's nice space there. We're rising up into a high lunge, so you're staying up on the left toes. You're bending through the right knee, grounding down through all four corners of the right foot. And when you're ready, we're reaching the fingertips forward, up and back, rising up into our high lunge. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Find your space between your palms. On your next inhale, look up if it feels right. And on the exhale, we're going to sweep the fingertips back behind us, lean the torso over the right thigh, hovering nice and high, reaching those fingertips out behind us. Shoulders are away from the ears. We're pressing down into imaginary surface. Breathe deep here. Right leg is working nice and hard. One more breath. On your next inhale, we're going to reach those fingertips forward, up and back. Once again, rising up into our high lunge. Exhale, relax those shoulders. On your next inhale, we're going to open up to a warrior two, dropping that left heel, bringing that left foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. We're opening this right thigh, reaching out with the fingertips out beyond the edges of the mat, bringing the right thigh as parallel to the earth as we can. Relax the shoulders, pull the pinkies back. Beautiful. Inhale in, exhale, sink into the pose. On your next inhale, flip the right palm, send the fingertips forward, up and back. Find your peaceful warrior, heart lifts. And on an exhale, we're going to bring the right forearm to the top of the right thigh, coming into an extended side angle. See if you can lift up out of the earth. Keep integrity in all four sides of the torso as you reach the left fingertips up towards the heavens. Try not to crash into this right arm. Breathe nice and deep. One more breath. Maybe you smile. On your next inhale, we'll reach the right fingertips back past the crown. Once again, finding our open-hearted, peaceful warrior. We inhale in, and we exhale, come back to our warrior two. Right leg is working hard here. Then we're going to drop the left fingertips down to come up, pivoting on that left foot, coming back to our high lunge. You probably need to adjust your stance. So find that high lunge. Inhale to reach. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Nice. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Then we'll step the left foot in halfway. We've got a nice bend to our right knee. We're going to lift on up and find a standing one-legged Tadasana. So inhale in. And exhale, we're going to sweep this left knee all the way up and through, reaching it up towards the heart. You can interlace the fingertips, catch the knee, playing around here with your balance. We've been here before. Now you can stay here. This is beautiful. Or if you'd like to, you can journey into dancer pose. So we'll slide the left palm down to the left ankle, bringing the left ankle behind us, coming into a quad stretch. You can keep the right thumb at the sternum to remind you to lift the heart. You can stay here, or you can flip the palm on the foot, coming to the inside of the left foot, and slowly start to reach the left foot out behind you, right fingertips forward. We lift that left foot up as high as we can, resistance between the left foot and the left hand, reaching the right fingertips forward, reaching through the crown. Breathing nice and deep. Maybe you're staying in the quad stretch, just exploring a little bit. Be where you're at today. Every day is different. One more breath here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring that knee back through center. See if we can reach it up towards the heart. Palms together at the heart, reaching that knee up towards the chest. We inhale in and exhale, set the left foot down. Beautiful. Shake it off if you need to. Stand up nice and tall. Find your mountain pose. Heart lifts, palms reach forward, shoulders are away from the ears. On your next inhale, find your soft knees. Reach up towards the sky. And exhale, float it down. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Send those fingertips wide to come up. And exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes or soften the gaze and just feel where your body's at now after that little exploration on the left-hand side. Wonderful. Flutter the eyelashes open, and we'll find our soft knees, and we'll inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline, find your forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift, your version. Make it your own. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step the right toes back, just the right toes. Make sure that you've got hip width distance between the feet. You're up on the right toes. You're bending through the left knee, really grounding down through all four corners of the left foot. On your next inhale, we're going to sweep the fingertips forward, up and back, coming into our high lunge. Relax those shoulders. Find the space between your palms. We inhale to reach. Maybe we look up. And we exhale to float the fingertips out behind us, finding our airplane arms, pressing down into an imaginary surface and leaning over that left thigh. Nice and strong here. Really lift up out of those right toes. Shoulders are away from the ears. You got this. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the fingertips down to come up, rising back up into our high lunge. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Beautiful. On your next inhale, plant the right heel, open it up into a warrior two. Right foot is now parallel with the short edge of the mat. We're opening through this left thigh. Beautiful. See if you can bring that left thigh as parallel to the earth as you can. Relax the shoulders. Pull the pinkies back. On your next inhale, flip the left palm. Reach it forward, up and back. Finding your humble warrior, or your peaceful warrior, sorry. Reaching that sternum up towards the heavens. Really press into all four corners of both feet. And on an exhale, we're going to bring the left forearm to the top of the left thigh. And inhale, reach the fingertips, the right fingertips, up towards the heavens. Opening into our extended side angle. Breathing nice and deep here. Trying not to collapse into that left forearm. Integrity in all four sides of the torso. On your next inhale, we'll sweep those left fingertips out past the crown. Once again, finding our peaceful warrior. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, come back to your warrior two. You got this. Left leg is working hard, I know. Then we're going to drop the right fingertips down to come up, pivoting on that right foot, coming back to our high lunge. Adjust your stance as needed. Beautiful. Inhale, maybe you look up, challenging your balance. Exhale, hands come together at the heart. You got this. Now we're going to step that right foot in halfway, keeping a nice generous bend in the left knee. Find your focal point out in front of you. Inhale in. And exhale, we're going to sweep that right knee all the way up to the chest, standing one-legged Tadasana. Interlace the fingertips, catch that right knee, And maybe you stay here, working on your balance, lifting up out that left hip. If you'd like to take it a bit further, you can bring the left thumb to the sternum, slide the right palm down to the right ankle, and come into a quad stretch. Maybe you stay here, hugging everything into the midline. Maybe you flip the palm, bringing it to the inside of the right foot. And maybe this is your stance. This is great. Maybe you begin to extend that right foot out behind you, reaching it up towards the heavens, reaching the left fingertips forward, finding your dancer pose. So be where you're at today. Maybe you take a mudra with that left hand, lifting that right leg up as high as you can, finding some resistance between the left or the right hand and the right foot. Breathe nice and deep. Maybe you stay in your quad stretch. Maybe you experiment with just coming a little ways. If you fall out, just come back to it. Breathe nice and deep. One more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to sweep that right knee all the way up towards the chest. Woo! Palms come together at the heart. We lift, lift, lift that right knee. And on an exhale, we set the right foot down. Shake it off if you need to. Eventually, we'll find our Tadasana once again. We inhale to reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here to get your center underneath you, to find your breath once again, to calm it down. Feel through the experience what that created in your body. Wonderful. Then we'll slowly start to bend the knees, drop the hips, lift the heels, come down into a toe squat, maybe bringing the fingertips to the mat, maybe rounding the chin towards the chest, finding a nice ball shape here, some counter movement to that dancer pose. So when you're ready, we're going to take a tricky little maneuver here. We're going to come back to the sits bones and come to a boat. So you're rolling back to a boat pose. You can have the knees bent here. If it's in your practice, you can straighten them. Find your boat pose, lifting from the sternum. Shoulders are away from the ears. Palms are face up. Breathe nice and deep. We inhale in. Exhale, lower down. See how low you can go. Lowering it down, lowering it down, lowering it down. Nice and slow. Eventually, come all the way down onto the mat. Maybe you need to center yourself on your yoga mat like I do. Then we'll hug the knees up into the chest. Give ourselves a great big hug here. Let it all go. Peel the nose up towards the knees. You got this. Then we'll hug the right knee into the chest, send the left leg out long. Hold on to the right knee with the left hand. Pull that right knee over towards the left side of the mat. Reach the right fingertips out beside us. Find your supine twist. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, see if you can relax through the whole body. Relax through the hips. Relax through the legs. See if you can keep that right shoulder grounded towards the earth. Inhale, bring that right knee back through center. Hug it into the chest. Give it a little bit of love. Maybe you give it a kiss. Mwah. And we switch. Bring the left knee up to join. Send the right leg out long. Hold on to that left knee with the right hand. Bring the left knee over towards the right side of the mat. Reach the left fingertips out long beside you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, close your eyes and melt into your mat. Being present for yourself. Feeling what was moved in the body throughout this practice. Seeing if we were able to clear any of the rubble, creating more clarity within our beings, within our hearts, minds, and souls. On your next inhale, let's float that left knee back up through center. Give it a great big hug. Maybe we give it a kiss. Mwah. Beautiful. Then we'll bring the sole of the left foot to the mat. Bring the right foot up to join. Knees are shining up towards the heavens. Feet are hip width distance apart. We're reaching the palms down towards the heels. And on an inhale, we're going to lift the hips up towards the sky. Finding our bridge pose. Knees are shining forward. Gaze is straight up and back. See if you can relax through your neck and relax through your shoulders. Belly rises and falls as we breathe. One more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we slowly roll down through the staircase of the spine. Bring the feet as wide as your yoga mat. Allow the knees to fall into center. Bring the left hand to the heart, the right hand to the belly. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, close the eyes and allow the whole body to relax. Let the hips relax. Let the thighs relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let the head relax and the neck relax. Let the whole body melt into the mat and just allow yourself to feel the nutrients of your practice beginning to settle in. Focusing once again on creating clarity within your own being. Then we'll start to breathe a little deeper once again, creating movement in the fingertips and the toes, coming back to the present moment. On our next inhale, we'll bring the palms together at the heart. Exhale, thumbs come up to the third eye. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in awe of the light in you. See you tomorrow, my friend. Namaste.